Guys, what is up? It is AJ8FC here, and it is time to start something new. So I was thinking about starting this in the fall, however, I'm looking at this realistically in the fact that at the moment in summer I have a lot more time. So I wanted to use Barcelona B for the team that I would start off with and switch into the BPL. However, the problem is, to put it simply, they're not there. So what I'm going to be doing is, you may be wondering, what in the world am I doing? Why am I trading all the best players away? To put it simply, you're going to be trading away pretty much all of our players. Decided the rule is going to be anybody above the age 24 is going to go into free agents pool. They are going to be moving there, and if we manage to meet up with them in the game and we're playing against them and we're able to select them, then it would be amazing. But for the sake of the series, I'd like to just go along and do that. So everybody who is over 24 into the free agents pool you go. I'm going to be choosing Chelsea, obviously, as you've probably been able to guess for a while on this career mode. And also, given as a Yugioh, basically, given there is going to be a selection process of players, do you guys want to see face cam? Because I'm willing to attempt to introduce this into the channel, and more so specifically for this series, just to add to, I'd say, the realism and ensure that you guys can fully trust that I'm doing this player selection process completely legitimately. But yeah, really looking forward to this. I'm going to put it on to World Class at the moment, but I may even put it on to Legendary. Obviously, we're not going to be using the current squads. However, something I just want to quickly mention is that have placed us into the Europa League group stages, and we will start playing from there. Also, let me know how you want me to pick out the players in the comments below. And very much looking forward to this. This is going to be, I would say, quite the challenge. And I'm not sure what to expect. So obviously there are going to be some rules towards adding players in. I'm thinking basically that the amount of goal difference is going to choose the amount of players you can pick it from. So one of the obviously one of the main parts of Yu-Gi-Oh are the tournaments, and so obviously, as you know, there's going to be 4 main tournaments that we will be competing in throughout the year. And obviously the preseason tournament is not relevant in this case. So the first tournament will be the Premier League. The next tournament will be the FA Cup. There's also the EFL Cup and the Europa League. And I believe you could already have seen our group, but at the moment we are in Group K. We're with Spartak Moscow, FC Midtjylland, and Genk. So it's going to be a good challenge. And what I'm proposing is, obviously, for tournaments you have different decks. So my idea is that we will have, within our ability, given the limited squad, we will have a different team for each tournament that we're gonna have to stick to. In the Premier League, it's gonna be all season. However, say in tournaments like the FA Cup and so on, I'm thinking, say, around the quarterfinal or semifinal area, we would have the ability to go along and choose the team of our choice. However, for the early rounds and potentially the whole entire tournament, you would have to stick with the team that you set at the start of the tournament. And by the way, if there's anything I am missing, honestly, absolutely feel free to let me know, because I was the kind of kid, when I remember playing, that would always go along. I'd have battles, and I'd be the kid who just slammed that card down. I'd be so pumped to do it. So I've always been someone who enjoyed the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been away from it for a little bit, but I want to get back into it, and I thought, why not do this career mode? So if there's anything I'm missing, just let me know. Just let me know. So we're playing our first ever match against Brentford. So while this would normally be considered a competition that Chelsea could simply walk over, now, given our limited squad, this will be a bit more of a challenge. So the preseason isn't going to be considered anything special in terms of tournaments and so on, but it's going to be useful as we will still be able to acquire players. Alright, so we're getting into this match. Let's see how this team of the weakened Chelsea can do. Another turnover though. Ake. Oh my goodness! Thibaut Courtois saves our bacon early on. Oh, it's Kennedy. Oh, off the side netting. What a poor shot from there. Really should have put that away there. Sake though does well. Come on, Batshuayi, here's Mishi! And finally against Brentford, it took 55 minutes, but Mishi Batshuayi heads it in. We establish the 1-0 lead here. What a huge goal though. We were actually struggling to really put a good chance away, but it was a brilliant whipped in cross, and the header was quality from Mishi. Questionable defending, but I'll take that 1-0 goal, and ensures we have. It's Musonda! It's Musonda! It's 2. Charlie Musonda puts it away, and he makes the impact. It's 2-0, and that looks like it's opened the floodgates. A good goal, a great play, and it looks like we're defeating our first contestant, Brentford. So the question becomes now, who do we want to select as the player we bring in? Obviously we do have 30 minutes longer to go for, however it does beg the question given our dominance in play. Turnover. Now, can we kill this game off? Mishi. Kennedy! It's 3! What a brilliantly worked team goal, and Kennedy, the first game of the season, he marks it off with a goal here. That kills the game off. 3-0, a brilliant pass. Batshuayi did brilliantly to head it over there, and a beautiful finish into the corner. Keeper stood absolutely no chance there. It's Solanke! What a save there. I'm going to whip it in with Kennedy here. It's in off the side netting. Kurt Zuma can't head it in there. And yeah, we lead the game and we finish it off with a banger. So, have to admit, I'm pretty happy with the players. Batshuayi obviously got a goal and got the match rating there. So both Batshuayi and Kennedy got a goal alongside Charlie. But yeah, the player who I want to target now from their side is Egan. So he's around, I think, a 70 rated overall player. He is under the age of 24, which was one of the things he is below the age of 24. Therefore, he qualifies into the rules that I wanted to do starting off at the beginning of the season. So I'm going to be choosing Egan from Brentford. And to be honest with you, I looked at his stats, and he's a 71 overall center back from the Republic of Ireland. He's a solid potential player, and he won't be too expensive, so Agan is going to be the first player we bring in. Alright, so I may bring up his Sophia page, but John Agan is the player I will be bringing in. So he's worth only around 1.9 million, so we're just going to put an offer around 2.1 million for him, and yeah, see if we can bring him in. So yeah, if you think there's any rules I missed, any rules could be suggested, anything to improve the series potentially. What I'm potentially thinking of here is if a player scores a hat-trick, we would be able to bring one player back from loan. So for example, if you take a look at someone like Marco van Hinkel, someone like Bertrand Traore, Baba Rahman, Lewis Baker, the main man Andreas Christensen, Pat Miazga, and Pasalic, and of course Tommy Abraham. Those are the players I'm thinking, you score a hat-trick, you'll be able to bring back one of them from their loan deals as a reward. So let me know what you guys think. I just want to be trying something new, and obviously it's near the end of FIFA 17, but I want to refine this series and have it really pat down for FIFA 18, so I thought, why not do this, start it now, give it a go, and yeah, I'm hoping you guys have enjoyed this episode, and like I've said probably way too many times at this point, leave me suggestions, leave me anything I'm missing, anything to improve the series is very much appreciated. Yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace!